It's your boy coming live from the scene. So I rotate the camera around real quick. We out here in front of the courthouse. Just finished this first morning session of the hearing procedures. And alright, so hold on. Let me get my notes. I got my notes out here, man. I got my notes out here. So listen. Diddy came in, right? Diddy old as fuck. Bam old. He is completely gray hair and beard. He came in with a white sweater on and some khakis. He had a real Carlton type vibe going on, right? He looked like a mix between Claude from Life and Black Kris Kringle. Like, that's the vibe he was giving. Alright. He came in, he was real fidgety when he first stepped in this joint, right? He was real kind of like fidgety, whatever, but he smiled, you know, did a couple hugs to his people, pointed some fingers, like waved to the crowd, like he had his little puff energy going on. He even smiled, he even was laughing, like he was giggling, laughing. It's kind of wild, like, dang fam, you literally fighting for your life right now. You laughing, like, wow, alright. Had paper in his hand, you know, he was, you know, lawyers came, he chopped it up with everybody, whatever the case may be, setting the stage up, right? So, in the courtroom, it's like 3 layers of people. It's, the first row is a prosecution, all Becky's, all Becky Karens. The second and third row is Diddy people. Hold on, we going back in now? No, that's not them. So they put us in the overflow room. I couldn't make it in the actual courtroom. I got made it to the actual overflow room. So the overflow room is where everybody who basically want to watch can just watch on TV. So you can't see everything, but you can see enough. So all that happened today was he was basically the prosecution was talking to Jane, quote unquote, who's 50 baby mama. She came in, Diddy whole demeanor changed. First of all, we got this white screen. Hey, tag Act. Hey, tell Act to tag me in. But hey, when she came in, first of all, she bad as fuck. Like, as soon as she came on screen, we was like, whoop. Like, you can't talk in there or they'll kick you out. But as soon as she came in, literally every dude in there was like, wow, damn. Like, she that level bad. Even the gay dude, I heard him behind me, he was like, oh, she's gorgeous. Like, she was like that. But as soon as she came in, bam, whole demeanor changed. I'm talking about he changed tune, his whole face changed. He put his little death stare on. He sat up in his chair. He was giving her the same stare that he do in that on that little meme gift that he did where it was like that dude was singing, trying to play with him. He was staring at it. It's the same level still. Like, his whole demeanor changed. She came in, she still in the sand. She had her head down the whole time. Like, she wouldn't look up or nothing. She like was real timid, real kind of like. It gave me the opinion like she being forced to do this. Like, maybe she didn't want to do this, but for reasons they may have threatened her like, well, if you don't do it, we're gonna prosecute you. So she was kind of like head down the whole time testifying and shit. So the whole morning, man, listen, I'm gonna give a longer detailed breakdown on the dang pod with me, David, and Shard later on. But I'm gonna skip to basically the last thing that we did. Basically, they were just basically going on her about kind of breaking down like the nature of the relationship and stuff like that, what they was doing and all that type of shit like that. So it was like, you know, when did y'all do it, or where was it at? And basically, he screwed. I mean, the charge about interstate prostitution. Oh, that's a wrap. Like, that's conviction. That's no doubt conviction. Like, that's done. Like, cause they was basically saying like they had a freak off with somebody, and like basically went bad, or the dude ain't. What up, Black? Or basically the dude ain't performed right, whatever. So they called this dude from Atlanta, and I was like, hey, we need you, what's good? Dude from Atlanta was like, bet, book my ticket. And they booked the ticket and sent them. And all this is in text message. So then, like, once the dude in Atlanta, after it was over with, dude in Atlanta was like, hey, what's good on my bread? And she was like, hey, it's in the envelope. So basically, like, that whole interstate prostitution, yeah, that's a wrap. Like, that's conviction. Like, that's, you go, yeah, that's, whatever that got, you convicted on that. But now, I've been saying for the longest, I ain't see this damn sex trafficking thing. Man, listen. So after Cassie, so he was asking about stuff like that, whatever the case is. So then that prosecution, it was going on a long time, family. I started falling asleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. But at a point in time, they pulled up. They was like, "What up, Black?" They was like, "So, how do you feel when Cassie like dropped her lawsuit?" And she was like, "I was shocked." And basically, like, basically 3 pages she read in that lawsuit triggered her. So when she was like, they couldn't say exactly what 3 pages it was for some reason, but it was like she was triggered by 3 pages. They kept saying 3 pages triggered her. So you like, where's shit going? So they then fast forward to like, they said, we're gonna play a recording. And a recording of Diddy calling her after like the shit happened. I don't know why he did this, but man, this shit was bad. Cause like the recording is basically this girl boo-hoo crying like, oh my God, this is the same shit I went through. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I told you I felt so shallow. I wanted to stop this, and you're just doing this to me. I was just your next victim. And him sitting there like, nah, like it ain't like that. I care about you. I love you. Nah, we're better than this. Like real manipulating type of like this dead energy shit. So they stopped the video and was like, hey, so listen, they had stopped the video, right? They was like, so what did you hear in the background? And they was like, you hear him scribbling. I was like, what, you hear him scribbling? She's like, and they was like, are you familiar with that sound? And she was like, yes. And I was like, you didn't understand where they was going with it. It's like, okay, he was scribbling. He's scribbling? It's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, he does that a lot. Like, he'll like be on the phone with somebody, but he'll really be like scribbling, writing stuff down, kind of doing something else. So basically, they were trying to show that like he was saying all this stuff kind of appease her, like, I still love you, I still care about you, so forth and so on. But in reality, he wasn't paying her no attention. He was just he was just doing something else. Like that's what scribbling was about. Like he was basically writing and doing something else, but had her on the phone, basically trying to kind of like talk her off the grid, so to speak. And like the poor girl sitting here boo-hoo crying. Like I felt bad for her. She was like snot bubble. Like you could hear it in her voice on the recordings. Like, I didn't want to do this anymore. I told you I lost myself, and you had me fucking all these dudes sucking their dick. It was like, oh wow, like really like damn, poor baby type moment. So that's where that shit kind of ended. I gotta get back inside, because if I don't get back inside, I'm gonna lose my good seat. You know I got bad hearing. But yeah, it's gonna be like another 4 hours in this shit. So we'll see what's up. But yeah, man, this shit's insane. It's like 30 people deep in this bitch. It's cold as hell up here too. I ain't got some short sleeves on. Yeah, it's a couple people up here. Oh, I seen Diddy mom and his mom here, Christian here, and one of his homeboys here. And the shit's like on some shit like we went to the cafeteria to get some food, and his mom sit right beside me. I was like, oh shit, like awkward moment. She was nice too, kind as hell. Hey, how you doing? Spoke to her, spoke back and forth, like with no smoke. Christian came in there. He tall and skinny as hell. He's like a skinnier version of David. Like he's skinny as hell. Well, he kind of kicked it right there. It's kind of like, okay, like awkward moment. Can you please leave so we talk about your son's case? But it's like, yeah, that shit was wild. But yeah, man, let me get back in here so I get my seat. I hit back with y'all as soon as it's over with.